Welcome to Kent, Ohio, and Dick Stadium, home to the golden flashes of Kent State. And while to some it may seem like a small blip across the college football landscape, this place has been the home to legends like Lambert, Edelman, James, Holtz, and of course, Saban. Today, two teams set to square off in a MAC slugfest. As we'll see, the UMass Minutemen taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Kent State Golden Flashes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. UMass will kick off and will be underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Kent State's offense has the ball first today. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that time on third down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense napping. They go with the option play, but a great job by the defense being alert, being aware, anticipating it may come. Nothing there. They forced the negative play, now setting up fourth down.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So UMass's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, Dave. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Let's talk for just a second about UMass. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. Three-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a three-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home, and now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Jordan. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Man, you cannot coach this to quarterbacks. Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. As soon as he felt the lane, he was gone. No second guessing at all. That was picture perfect, and he uses his speed to just gash the defense.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those calls.
Touchdown, UMass! Great job by the back on the option.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
UMass 7, Kent State 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Makes the grab. It's Martin. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
One of the things I love about this defense, guys, they bring pressure from all over the yard, and that's now the 2nd sack for this corner.
To the ground with the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a 3rd down conversion to avoid punt. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. The Golden Flashes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Using his legs, it's Price. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, they only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. UMass now faces a 3rd and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Jordan. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Minutemen! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Running back searching for a hole. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. They'll go to the air. Pressure coming. Catch in the middle. It's Martin. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Gives it on the option. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the 1st quarter. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the 1st. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They'll go with a direct snap. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum, so next week we play a little bit better football.
And the Golden Flashes will punt this one away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The UMass offense returns to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
From the gun. Give on the inside. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Price. Across the 25, he's got room. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Give to the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Minute. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big...
Welcome to Amherst, Massachusetts, and McGurk Alumni Stadium, home to the Minutemen of UMass, just a stone's throw away from where the heart of the American Revolution was fought, and we are anxious to see a fight on the gridiron in this one. Today, an inter-conference battle between a couple of MAC rivals. As we'll see, the Buffalo Bulls taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the UMass Minutemen. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. UMass will kick off and will be underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Buffalo's offense will have the football first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Wants to throw. It's Roberson. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Quickly out to the tight end. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. The Bulls will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So the UMass Minutemen have the ball for the first time, and their offense will go to work. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
Now, he was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, winning at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because...
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Minutemen can explore that playbook on 2nd and short. On the ground, it's Price. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The give to the back. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. All right, guys, let's take a minute and think about UMass. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this 3-star offensive lineman who was very highly recruited, that was a massive win for this head coach.
It's really hard on a defense to drop back and know its pass. And then a quarterback like that, he just has the ability to pull it down and just, bam, shoot through a hole, chew up yards so fast, outrun fast guys. It's just really hard to stop in today's football.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to throw, it's Jordan. Floats it out in space. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to...
Touchdown, UMass! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
And it's money time. It's 3rd and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced, use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Bulls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll keep it himself. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a crease. It's Price. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
To the air, it's Jordan. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Bulls can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and we'll get ready to change sides for the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and it's UMass holding the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Wide open spaces. The 10. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great team
brings it in down the left side. Touchdown, UMass! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
And he makes the extra point. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and
he's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass. It's Roberson. He's got the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. A strike downfield. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down. And they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Bulls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Turns it loose. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. The Bulls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The UMass offense returns to the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
That's caught. It's McMillan. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to throw, it's Roberson. Quickly to the tight end. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle, it's Snow. Guys, let's take a minute to chat about Buffalo. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number 1 on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every...
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Buffalo! So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
No doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently, does a great job running his route, great result because of it.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Minutemen a bit behind the sticks here on 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. To the air. It's Jordan. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Here comes the heat. Got his man. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. They'll send out the kicker here. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And guys, that field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The UMass offense returns to the field. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held him to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
Looking to throw, it's Jordan. He'll pull it down and run. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And some room to work. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. To the air on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's got a chance. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. From the red zone, looking for a space. It's complete to the left. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Touchdown, Minutemen! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. And it's blocked. He picks it up, that's a live ball. So it's an 80-yard drive. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
UMass 23, Buffalo 17.
He'll bring it back from in, and the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Amherst. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's head back to our team inside Alumni Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Bulls will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, take a second and think about Buffalo defensive players. Remember Khalil Mack? Well, last year, Sean Doak and Red Murdoch led the NCAA in tackles. David, why does it seem like some schools just have that as part of their identity? Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Minutemen! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure.
17.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Quarterback empties his backfield. Dropping back, it's Roberson. Pulls it in, it's Morrow. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Bulls want to crank the tempo. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Finds the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And the Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Grabbed in the middle. It's Snow. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback. Like it was on 3rd and short.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down, 4th down coming from the 48. The Bulls line up to punt it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The UMass offense returns to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse. Turning it on! Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. He wants to change this route. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll leave it with the lone back. Got the 1st down and more. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with...
He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, UMass. And once he found open space, the band might have... After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.